Hello again. We're doing the beer brief numero dos. I am not at home, but I am at my brother-in-law's house getting ready for his daughter's birthday. They're not here. They're doing a little surprise thing. We got some decorations, cupcakes, all kinds of shit. But one beautiful thing about my brother-in-law, he happens to be one of the owners of the Buzzin' on Hops Brewery. And what he happens to have at all times, beer. I do one beer, I talk football, I'm out, it's all good. This one's the High Blue American Light Lager. We're going to keep it classy. What the fuck was that? But anyway, we're going to keep it classy, as I swear. And because it's a child's birthday party, I ain't going to go too heavy with the old IPAs. Wondrous Brewing Company in Emeryville. I actually have to drink a little bit of this now. That's pretty fucking good. Cool. I'll keep that here, just keep that there. First thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to try to keep it kind of quick. Well, it's brief, so yeah. And shout out to people who listened to the last one. I appreciate that. It was dope. We're talking about the NFL and the NFLPA collusion. So basically, there was a meeting, and there's a lot to this. I'm gonna sum it up the best I can. That kind of makes the most sense to me. The NFL owners and Goodell didn't like the idea of a fully guaranteed contract, i.e. Deshaun Watson's contract with the Browns, which is fully guaranteed. It was a wild contract, especially considering I don't even know how many games he played, but I know it wasn't enough. And my man's money is guaranteed. Shout out to him for doing that. And he was coming off that good old massage ship. Shout out to him for doing that too. We all get tight every once in a while. But the NFL didn't like it. Owners didn't like it. Because you're wasting money, essentially. So when Lamar Jackson, I think it was Russell Wilson, and there's one other quarterback, I forgot who it was, whose contracts were coming up. There was like a meeting trying to make sure that they basically didn't want to have a situation like that where the contracts are fully guaranteed. So the NFLPA knew about that and met with the owners about it. And they came up with a thing where they said they would not actually talk about it with the players. Wild, considering if you know anything about unions, that ain't really the way to go. Like the fact that the players don't know about it. And, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot about how upset the players are about this. But it's wild because they're basically, your own union is working against you and against your favor. If I'm an NFL player, I want guaranteed contracts. The fact that they're talking about not guaranteeing them and the NFLPA is trying to hide it makes no sense to me. Gosh darn, that is good. So, like I said, the players should be furious. Where this goes from here, I don't know. We'll see. There was like a 61-page report. I'm not gonna lie to you. No chance I was gonna really do that much research and actually read the 61-page report. That's crazy. I cannot finish a book. So if you gave me a 350-page book, I might read 61 pages of that and be like, all right, I'm on to the next thing. Not because I'm disinterested. Well, no, it's because I'm disinterested. And it's not because I don't like the book. My brain just don't operate like that. So if you gave me a 61-page report, I'm reading 10 pages. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Because ain't no one got time for that shit. So we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see if the players are upset about it. Next, I'm actually going to tie this into a couple things. So the ESPN, they have their top 10 running backs. See how I feel about that. Shout out to Wondrous Brewing Company. Also shout out to, I don't think I really ate. So we'll see how this goes for me. We'll work our way from 10 to 1. I briefly looked at this. Not too hard though, but kind of like the safety thing. I didn't make my own list, so I'm just going to loosely comment on it. Number 10 is Alvin Kamara. I didn't realize he's 29 years old. Last year, he was an honorable mention. So Kamara had a solid year last year. He was pretty much the whole entire Saints offense. 10, we'll see if that makes sense, right? 9, Joe Mixon. Last year he was unranked. Or, no, excuse me, he was an honorable mention. Now, Mixon, always been underrated in my opinion. Always a solid back. Does his thing. 9. I don't think I have him ahead of Kamara, but, whatever. Number 8, James Cook. Oof. I love me some James Cook, so maybe that makes sense. We'll see. Number 7, Jonathan Taylor. Last year he was unranked. Same thing with James Cook also. Last year he was unranked according to ESPN. So Jonathan Taylor, when he's right, that's top 5 running back, I think. Let's see here. 6, Josh Jacobs. Lowest last year he was 7. Oh, my bad. I'm reading this shit wrong. Lowest ranking was unranked. I've been reading this shit terrible. Last year, Jonathan Taylor was 5. He should be 5 this year. 6, like I said, is Josh Jacobs. He had a good year with Green Bay. But am I taking him ahead of Kamara, Cook? Am I taking him ahead of Taylor? I don't think so. Not my NFL. Number 5, Christian McCaffrey. So obviously we're basing this off what we think he's going to do this next season. That is fair. I might even be a little high for him. If you had him in the top 10, I get it. 5, I don't know if I put him ahead of Jonathan Taylor. But I don't know what else to really expect about the 49ers. And, they're such a fucking mystery. We'll have to see. I can swear right now, the kids ain't here. 4, Bijan Robinson. Love it. I love me some Bijan Robinson. And to me, I feel like he needs to be featured a lot more. I don't know how the fuck he's not featured more. They keep trying to split time with him. That dude needs to touch the ball all the time. Probably, in my opinion, if he got the touches, I think he's the best running back in the league. That might be a hot take. I don't know. Well, it could be. We'll see. 3, Jahmyr Gibbs. I like it. But to me personally, I'm putting Bijan ahead of Gibbs. But Gibbs has a chance to really show out because I don't think they have David Montgomery anymore. So this is a big time for him. Rich says, disappointed I'm not in my briefs, but looking good. Appreciate it, man. Number 2, Derrick Henry. Okay. I don't think I put Bijan ahead of Derrick Henry. It doesn't feel right. Because if Derrick Henry gets his touches, then that big-ass dude is unstoppable. And then number 1 is Saquon Barkley. All right. So if I was to redo that this quickly, I go... I got to chill a little bit. I go Saquon. Oof. I go Saquon, Derrick Henry. I go Bijan. I would probably go Jonathan Taylor and then Gibbs. Like I said, McCaffrey, all the potential in the world, especially because I felt like we got rid of any running backs that would give him any type of competition. There would be no competition. He's our primary guy. He's healthy. He's solid. But I'm going to go with that. Maurice Jones Drew kind of gave a list as well, the top 32 running backs. Do I feel like, well, it's interesting. I'll fucking go through it. Why not? And I'll just breeze through it. 32 for the Dallas Cowboys. We have Javonte Williams. 31, Chase Brown. Ooh, maybe not a lot of respect there. 30, Jerome Ford. No. 29, Jalen Warren. No. 28, Travis Etienne. I understand that dude. He had some issues last year, but I feel like potential Etienne is solid. 27, Devon Achane. 26, DeAndre Swift. That dude never gets enough respect. I don't get it. 25, Isaiah Pacheco. Old Pacheeks. 24, rookie RJ Harvey. And I don't know how you do that, but okay. 23, Tony Pollard. Had a good year last year. Sneaky good year. 22, Tyrone Tracy Jr. He was cool too. I don't know if I put him ahead of Pollard. 21, Brian Robinson. All right. Brian Robinson is a beast. You got to at least have him top 20, right? Ooh, here we go. 20, Alvin Kamara. So ESPN just had him 10. What the hell is that based off of? 19, Breece Hall. 18, Ramondre Stevenson. I like Stevenson. Kamara's better. 17, Ashton Genty. I don't know how to say his first name. I apologize. But okay, I mean, he's going to get touches for sure. 16, Kenneth Walker III. Get that dude out of here, man. Nah. 18, Chuba Hubbard. That my man had a breakout year. Breakout. I like it. 14, James Conner. You know, I like to hate on James Conner, but he's always pretty solid. So, I don't know. We'll see. 13, Omarion Hampton. Ahead of Najee Harris, who we'll talk about him in a second. 12, Joe Mixon. Like I said, ESPN had him in the top 10. But this is Maurice Jones Drew's list, so it's a matter of his opinion. So I like it. There's more to it, obviously. He has the reason why they're where they're at, but I ain't talking about all this shit. Too many people. 11, James Cook. ESPN had him top 10. Now here's his top 10. 10, Bucky Irving. I like that. I didn't even think about Bucky Irving. 9, Aaron Jones. I have this feeling he's not going to be that good this next season. So 8, Christian McCaffrey. Great spot for him. I think perfect. Perfecto. 7, Jonathan Taylor. Don't matter where Jonathan Taylor's at, ESPN, NFL Network, you're going to be number 7. 6, Kyron Williams. Oh, yeah. Ooh, ESPN might have been wrong. 5, Bijan Robinson. Now, you know how I feel about him, so fine. 4, Josh Jacobs. All right, we're losing it. I mean, I respect he had a good year last year. And truly, in that offense, I feel like he has the opportunity to flourish. But, I just don't, 3, Jahmyr Gibbs. 2, Derrick Henry. 1, Saquon. Okay. I mean, there's some similarities and some differences. Maurice Jones Drew could be on to some things, but he's also, I think, off on some things. But that is what it is. But speaking of Najee Harris, had a little 4th of July accident. But it's actually a pretty big incident. He had like a, what do they call it? Like a superficial eye injury. So just nothing really. But it was out. Shout out to Antioch. They're wild. Antioch had a little fire. Must have had some kind of fireworks show or some shit. Because there were some people that got taken to like the hospital. Some people lost some fingers and shit like that. He just had a little thing with his eyes. So something must have happened up in Antioch. And but he'll be fine for training camp. So I mean, he ain't come out here looking like what's that dude's name? Blew off his fucking hand. The defensive lineman. Why can't I think of that guy's name? I keep wanting to say Strahan, but it's not Strahan. He got his fingers. Yeah, man, just gotta back that shit up, Terry. That's what it all comes down to, man. As my beer is coming to an end, my 49er thing, I always have a thing with the 49ers at the end. My man, it's not really like news per se, but this is something I saw on NFL.com. My man Juice, Kyle Juszczyk, said McCaffrey looks incredible. Now, he's had a lot of time to rest up and do all kinds of shit, so he has no choice but to really look incredible. My stomach is hurting a tad bit because I haven't eaten, and I'm drinking this beer. I don't know if I'm drinking it fast, but I'm drinking it. I don't think it's that the percentage isn't too bad. 4.2, man, I'm chilling. I can go about my day. I can fly a kite. If I had a kite, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. McCaffrey looks good. We look good. We're going to the Super Bowl, baby. It's the NFC Championship bust. So if we don't make it there, then shit, I don't know. And I'm not going to go into a whole thing how I feel about the team. I felt like I was just about to go on like that kind of wild of a rant. But shout out to this, my second beer brief. Kind of out of the blue. I don't have a set time that I'm going to do these things, but I just do them. That's the beauty of it, man. So, yeah, shout out to Corey for letting me drink his beer. He said there's 2 I could not touch. They are currently at Chuck E. Cheese with their daughter celebrating their birthday, even though it's not quite a birthday, but they were going to celebrate it. We got a damn marble run. What else can you really ask for? I keep hitting with that Sammy Sosa. I guess that's going to be my thing, how I end it. Oh, shit, how do I get out of here? I think this is it.